So I was doing chores this morning, and the weirdest thought came to me. I was thinking, reflecting on the book Getting Things Done versus The One Thing, and it was just like, holy crap, getting things done is meant for like when you work for another person, when you work at a company, when you're an exec at a company, and all you really need to do is be busy. All you need to really do is check things off a list. Your work doesn't actually really have an impact on stuff. People just need to know that you're working busy, you're working hard, and you're getting a lot done. Because when you actually start needing your work to have an impact, have something that it moves forward, then getting things done is a horrible piece of crap. When you have something that you actually need to get done, you want to use the one thing, which is basically saying, spend your most important mental time each day, first thing, like not necessarily first thing, but for me it's an hour after I wake up in the morning, and focus on the most difficult thing that's going to move the needle forward in terms of what you're trying to do. Focus all your effort on that one thing to the exclusion of all the other tasks that you want to do but are not as important, and then keep focusing your time on the most important thing and allow things that are not as important to fall by the wayside where they are and let them be. That's the one thing. That is actually tremendously effective, and I've got so much work done by applying those principles. But every now and then I'll fall back into, allowing myself to get dopamine to chase the, let's see how many things I can cross off my list, the getting things done approach, which is absolute crap, because you just get a lot of things done. Things done. Things are not important. Things are just stuff that you write down on your list. And I recently made a video talking about how a to-do list is stupid. It is not a to-do list. It is a brainstorming list to help you find the most important thing that you should be spending your time on. When you start thinking about it as a to-do list, you get stressed out. You look at it and you're like, it's growing. How's this growing? There's more things to do, but like each day there's more and more things to do. That's because it's not a to-do list. It is brainstorming to get the most important thing done. Now when I look at my list each day, I'm like, look at that. I have so many other ideas I've thought about. And now I choose the most important one to put my time at. I don't feel stressed out. I'm spending all my effort on the most important thing that I know is going to have the biggest impact. And yes, some other things do occasionally come up. There are deadlines for stuff like, getting Christmas presents for my family. Right before Christmas, look at that. All of a sudden, this deadline now makes getting Christmas presents to be very important. So I focus my time on that. And then I go back to the most important thing in my business, and I keep working on that. And then, say your car needs to get inspected. Well, there's a deadline for when your car inspection expires, so now that's the most important thing that you can do. So you focus your energy on that, and then you go back to the other most important thing. You just keep channeling it at the most important thing. And the reason why people don't like doing this approach, why most people don't, why I sometimes fall off of doing it, is because you have to, kill versions of yourself. There's Jason the Runner, and Jason the Runner, he has to die because Jason the Runner is not compatible with what I'm currently trying to do with Jason the jiu-jitsu artist, Jason the business owner, because there's only so many Jasons that there can be. My name's Jason, but there's only so many things I can do with my life, and I have to prioritize. I have to not necessarily try to get more things done, but I have to prioritize the things I focus my energy on. So Jason the Runner is gone, and you have to accept that. You have to leave, your to-do list has things in it, has possible versions of yourself on there. You might have learned a horseback ride, or, bake some dish, or do some cooking. You have to look at that and be like, there's only so much time in my life. I want to do these things with my life. I want to have this time to spend with family. I need this time to relax. And I'm willing to cut this out in order to prioritize this. And doing that process is difficult. It's very difficult. It's taken me, I don't know. I feel like life has a way of making you do it though, because it's going to keep kicking you and kicking you and kicking you, and things that you want to get done are going to fall by the wayside, and you're not going to make as much progress until you eventually just admit, well, I only have so much time, and I have to focus on the stuff that I really want to do, and allow the stuff that I'm okay with having it not be done, not be done. And once you do that, it frees you up and gives you more. What's the word I'm looking for? Gratitude. I don't know. You realize that you're deciding what you do, and everything you do is because you decided to do it. So it makes it so you feel a lot less forced to do something, more like I get to do it, which is nice. But it also requires, at least I find it very helpful, to journal and actually write down why you're doing this and just talk it out. Go through your thoughts, question your thoughts. Is this how I feel? How does this conflict with this other thing? And just write down and actually plan out, like consciously plan out your life, and so that you can live it consciously, and then make sure you hit the deadlines you want to hit the things you want to do. Because if you don't live your life consciously, you kind of just go unconscious to it, and you might have moments where your head pops above the water and you're like, my life isn't where I thought it would be. Well, back to drinking and hanging out with the boys on the weekends and playing fantasy football and Madden. 10 years later, my life isn't where I thought it would be. Well, now let's drink a lot so that thought goes away. I mean, that's not where I want my life to be. I want to, my life is exactly where I want to be. Let's write down, where I see it going in the future. Plan out your story, plan out your life, and write it down. How do you want things to go? How do you plan on it happening? Each day, I write out a to-do list. Well, this is a separate to-do list. This is an actual to-do list where I break down my day by hour, and I just put things into each column. And this one, I actually make sure I cross everything off. This is what I actually call a to-do list, but it's basically wake up 8 to 9, eat, then in the evening, go to the gym, go for a walk, read, meditate, so on. And then I put a 6-hour schedule in there for just getting work done. But this to-do list is very helpful, and I basically consciously plan out my day, and I look at it, I'm like, here is my list of everything my brainstorming list of things that I want to do, and I look through what is the most important things on here, and then I look at my day. I'm like, these are commitments I've already made. These are when I have jiu-jitsu. This is whatever comes up, and I look at it, I'm like, how do I fit in the most important thing I want to get done? Most important 2 things. I normally try to keep it to 1 thing. And how do I fit that into my list, my day? How do I schedule my workout? How do I schedule all the activities I need to add into there so that I can maintain my energy? Because I think George Mack on the Modern Wisdom podcast talked about this. You have energy in tasks and you have energy out tasks. When I do work and I sit down and I focus for a long period of time, I am mentally draining myself. I do not feel mentally recharged and fresh after a very long work session. I feel slightly tired. So that's why you have tasks that are energy in. Going for walks in nature, socializing with people, going to the gym, going to jiu-jitsu, eating, sleeping, taking care of yourself, meditating. These are all tasks that give you energy. You should feel more energized after you do them than before you do them. You should really change your gym workout if you don't feel more energized after the gym than before the gym. There are days where you can just go all out, kill yourself in the gym and get a really good night's sleep. But I usually try to feel more energized after the gym workout, because killing yourself every single day at the gym is not good. One thing I find very beneficial is I do push-ups and kettlebell swings at my desk. It not only increases my blood flow, increases my circulation, makes me feel warmer, but also increases my mental abilities. It's kind of like doing breathing exercises, but it's just really great. if you want to get the brain flowing too, chugging. The bottle's over there. I think it's 32 ounces of water, just like in the course of 2 minutes with some electrolytes, really gets the brain going. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say right now, but this is a system that I find works very well. So comment down below if you have any questions on this, and I'll try to answer those. I will also try to make a video in the future where I actually like have a pad and I write down and I show how everything works together. Because to me this makes sense, but it might not make sense to everyone how I explained it. So comment down below and I'll address those. Peace out.